in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, let me go ahead and talk about this. Many of you know that Mother's Day is around the corner. It's just around the corner. And on that day, there are going to be a lot of musty back heifers walking around saying, say Happy Mother's Day to me. Because I am such a great woman. I am the creme de la creme. But in all actuality, you're just a hypocrite, an abusive woman, a woman who is breaking the hearts of children everywhere and causing trauma bonds. So what I'm going to do is show you a lady. And this lady, she wants to drop her little babies off at a fire station because she don't want them no more. She's thinking about CPS, just giving them up to CPS and find a foster home. Now, as ridiculous as that may sound, she got supporters, and I'm going to play the supporter. All right? Let me show you what's really going on in this world today, because it is crazy. 1 second as I put on your screen right quick. It's a low clip, so I got to turn the music down. Let's get it.
I really am. I'm just done. I just want to learn. I just want to be able to focus on me, my school, my careers, my jobs. I just want to focus on me. I absolutely love and adore my kids. They're so beautiful and intelligent, but I don't want them.
This woman just says that she just only want to focus on her career, that she want to focus on her school. She want to focus on all those things she just said, right? And then she says she has beautiful children, but then she says she don't want them. This is an example of a woman being selfish who is putting her needs before everybody else, even her own flesh and blood, the children that she may have carried for 9 months. Happy Mother's Day. Let's keep going. Let's play it from the top again.
I really am. I'm just done. I just want to learn. I just want to be able to focus on me, my school, my careers, my jobs. I just want to focus on me. I absolutely love and adore my kids. They're so beautiful and intelligent, but I don't want them. I've been trying literally for 3 months to give them to the dads. Literally nothing. Then you got one of the fucking dads is like, oh, what the? Yo, I kid you the fuck not. I told this man, it's time for you to step up and do something, like, step the fuck up. So then he's like, oh, it sounds like, I literally told him, I said, I'm just trying to better myself. I said, my career is low key on the rise and shit. This nigga gonna look and say, my kids, so you could go and chase your dreams because your dreams is starting to come true. Why would I want to sit there and let your dreams come true? Like, for one, that's the most hating ass shit somebody could ever fucking say.
No, what is terrible is that you would have the lack of discernment and wisdom and common sense to pick a man like that. Okay? This lack of accountability is monstrous, man. You can get mad all you want about the deadbeat that you chose to be with. I mean, I don't know all of the story. I just know what she says. So, when a woman describes a man, especially a man that they are not with no more, there is always something biased about what she's saying. So I can't really put 100% on what she's saying. But it amazes me how you women get upset with men that you already knew. Most of the time, you already know what type of character of man you got. You know there's a pookie. You know you're out in the streets. You know he ain't no good. You know he got 2 or 3 different baby mamas. Most times you already know all these things. And then when you get him in your life, you're surprised that he is not that man that you already knew him to be. That makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But let's keep going and listen to this moronic woman right here.
Anybody know who Kendrell Eaton is? Or he go by Kike? That's who I'm talking about. Y'all, this one dumb bitch Akira on this live because dad. If I knew that's who the fuck her baby dad was, bitch, I would have. Hello, I would not have been talking to him because, bitch, you're mad that he's my baby dad. Okay, you can have him back. I never wanted the nigga to be my baby dad. I just got fucking stuck and I couldn't abort the motherfucker. So to help contact these goddamn dads so they can come and get these fucking kids because, like I said, I'm done. So
she said dads with an S plural, and then she said she didn't even want the baby. She said if I'd known that been your baby dad, I would have just took out the kid. There's something wrong. There's something broken with today's modern woman, man. Because even there are most women, man, most women, if they were to get pregnant, and even if they were to have a miscarriage, they feel some type of way. They feel sad. Some of them go through some type of depression just because they have just had a miscarriage. It was nobody's fault. It just didn't work out. They feel grief and remorse. We're living in the day right now where they care so little about life that they can go ahead and terminate a pregnancy simply because it's inconvenient to have the child. And all this other stuff they be saying about, oh, what if someone took advantage of her, forced themselves on her? That is not all or every case. A lot of these girls are given consent to have a man to have intercourse with them, get knocked up without any type of protection. And because of that because the child is going to be an inconvenience to the lifestyle that they're accustomed to, they just murk them. And don't you know that the American black woman leads in the highest rates of children being deleted? We're talking about before the reversal of Roe versus Wade. It was black American women that was leading in deletion of unborn children because they don't value life. They don't value themselves, man. How can you value the life of another if you can't value yourself enough to be responsible enough to choose the right type of man, to be responsible enough to use protection if you're going to have intercourse at all, man? That's crazy, man. Let's keep going.
You know, but if by 5 o'clock I cannot get the dads to man the fuck up and help, I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to drop them off at the fire station. I've already contacted the fire station because I didn't know how the whole shit worked or whatever. Because I know you could drop off like newborn babies and shit and not get in trouble. Or I don't know if you get in trouble or not. I don't even give a fuck if I do get in trouble. I don't care. I'm done. So anyway, I acted it because I'm tired of doing it by my fucking self. Like literally.
Now, man, look here, man. This is a woman who already has children. They're not unborn. They already some newborns or whatever like that, possibly between the ages of 1 and 3, maybe, or a little older. And she's talking about taking these kids and abandoning them in front of the fire station, just throwing the kids away basically like trash, giving away to strangers. It's your problem, not my problem. That's your problem. Man, I'm telling you, man, this world is crazy. It's just these women, man. And I'm not done. I'm gonna show you. I told you, some of these women have supporters. You finna hear this one knucklehead, and I'm finna play her. I want you to hear what this woman got to say. How much she supports everything she's saying.
The Amora Lex story. Let's get into it because I was in her shoes about 8 months ago when I came to TikTok asking if anybody knew what would be the best options or the best route for me to go if I wanted to place my children in foster care or, you know, a situation like that. I got a lot of backlash. Like, I was all over Twitter. I was all over TikTok. I was all over Instagram. I was all over fucking Facebook. And people had their opinions. But one thing I do know for sure, nobody who had an opinion could tell me what I was or wasn't doing enough of in order to prevent me feeling like I needed to place my children in foster care or CPS. You feel me? Like the outcry was so loud and nobody listened to me. Some of us aren't blessed to have family members, not even one family member that will take on our children, right?
That's the problem. This is the messed up delusional thinking that you have. You're not supposed to have a family member take on your children. They can provide help and support sometimes, but they are not required, or should they ever be expected to give you a continuous amount of support for your children. This is why you get married before you have children. You're supposed to have the simplest things in place. A husband who has a career or a job, who provides, and you're supposed to be with him in matrimony. When you get your money right, he get his money right, and you have some type of stability, then you sit down like an adult and you look at your budget. Children cost money. Can you afford a child? This is what mature people do. This is what people who actually know what they're doing supposed to do. I know a lot of people don't, but I'm trying to tell you on the Jeremy Hill Show, that's how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to be married first, and then you have to consider the cost of a child. And one thing you have to also consider is You don't know how many children you're going to have. You can say that you want to have one child, but whatever God gives you, you can come out with 3 kids, 4 kids, twins, triplets, out whatever. You don't know what you're gonna get. So you have to look at every factor, the unknown variables, before you sit your butt down and say, I want to have a child this week. That doesn't make any sense. So when you say things like that, that your family ain't supposed to do none of that stuff. That is your responsibility. You, all right? It's your fault, all right? You're supposed to have had that child when you were married, and you were supposed to choose a good man. So the only reason why this woman is jumping on the bandwagon and supporting the other fool, talking about she gonna drop her kid at the fire department and all stuff like that, because she too is a silly woman who lacks wisdom. It amazes me. People who get mad about the stuff I say are the very ones who are doing these things, man. Let's keep going.
That will take on our children full time, not ask for anything in return, and be okay. Allow us to go get ourselves together and come back with a plan.
You were supposed to have a plan before you had a child. This is putting what they used to say, the carriage before the horse. This is throwing out the baby with the bath water, okay? You're not supposed to be having children without a plan first. You're not supposed, see, here it is. This woman, this that sense of entitlement, how everybody's supposed to help her. Everybody's supposed to support her. Everyone's supposed to make her feel good about the terrible decisions that she has made. Listen to the anger in her voice. How come you can't take care of my kid just for a little while I go get myself together, and when I get myself together and get a plan and let me come back? Because it's not their responsibility to do that. These type of people will blame everybody, their circumstances, family members, friends, the moon, the dog, the cat, the birds, the fish, for everything that goes wrong in their lives when they bring these consequences upon themselves. Okay? This is the type of person that will start talking crap about you after you have done so many good things for them, after you have done so many favors for them, because you said no one time, or you said, look, I can only help you so much. I can't keep doing what you want me to do. I have my own life. She'll be the one to talk bad about you. People have their own problems. People have their own responsibilities, okay? They got their own struggles and they got their own stress. They don't need to be taking care of you and your child, your illegitimate child, because you didn't choose the right man. You chose him. Now, here's the thing I want to say too, man. A lot of y'all talk about deadbeat dad. Well, it's a deadbeat dad, deadbeat dad. In order for him to be a deadbeat dad, he had to lay down with your musty back ass, right? So if he's a deadbeat dad, then you are just a slow-minded, musty back heifer. You get what I'm saying? You are slow, because yeah, he helped made the baby, but he did it with your consent. You chose to lay down on your musty back, spread your legs, and allow a man to pump you up. That's what you did. You decided that. You decided to do that. So if you have a deadbeat dad, you need to look in the mirror and say, look, I'm a musty back heifer who have no principles, who don't have any wisdom whatsoever. I allowed a man to do this to me. And the thing is, when a woman gets pregnant, she deals with most of the harshness of being a single parent than a man does. If he is a single deadbeat dad, his life doesn't change. He just keep doing the same thing he was doing when he first met you, right? But with you, you got to carry the child, you got to birth the child, you got to find daycare for the child, babysitter for the child, you got to make your schedule work around rearing the child, all this. You got more things. So for you, it shows the lack of intelligence that you had when you decided to go ahead and have Pookie, Ray Ray, or Nook Nook baby. So yeah, he might be a deadbeat dad, but what are you? What does that say about the way you think? What does that say about your judgment? You can't go around here always talking crap about deadbeat dads when you allowed him to get in your womb. You did that to yourself.
That will take on our children full time, not ask for anything in return, and be okay. Allow us to go get ourselves together and come back with a plan, with stability, with a foundation, right? And I get it. A lot of y'all won't understand why a mother could take her children to a fire station or to the system and leave them after carrying them for 9 months. You think that's a choice we want to make? Like, y'all anger me so bad on this app with y'all judgmental asses. Because
I'm gonna get back into it. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, don't let people make you think that you can't judge them. You can judge every person out here, man. If you can't judge the story that you're listening to right now, then how do you have enough wisdom to know not to do it? Because you have to first discern and judge that it's the wrong way to go. If you cannot judge this story, if you cannot judge the actions of people, then how do you know if you're doing something right or doing something wrong? How do you know which way to go if you cannot judge people's lifestyles? Everybody ain't just judging you as a human being, but if you are an apple thief, what's wrong with judging you as such? You stole an apple, that makes you a thief. You're a thief of apples, so you're an apple thief. That speaks towards your character. That's what you are. I'm not saying that you can't change. Anyone can change, but the likelihood of people changing, especially if they keep on doing it for long periods of time, they don't. And you see this with modern day women. They'll complain like these women. I have a deadbeat dad. You be like, okay, well, everybody can change. Then she get another deadbeat dad, and then another deadbeat dad, multiple baby daddies. At what point do I have to say, hey, I need to judge this behavior as unwise and stupid? Huh? I don't want to hear that, man. That's stupid as hell, man.
when a woman asks for help, y'all tear her down, and I hate it. Y'all tore me down, and all I was asking for was support. Support that I wasn't getting from family, that I wasn't getting from friends, that I wasn't getting from the government, nobody.
The government. It ain't nobody else's responsibility to take care of a grown-ass woman, man. Whatever consequences you brought into your life, I'm not saying to not be merciful towards people. I'm not saying to not show grace towards people, okay? But everyone has their own life to live, man, okay? Everyone else you can't take care of everybody, man. And I guarantee you, man, a lot of these women who have all these multiple baby daddies and go through these situations that she's talking about, there's always someone who comes into their life that warns them of their behavior. I'm telling you, I don't care if you're the roughest gangbanger or dope dealer. Somebody has approached you or try to throw hints to you or try to tell you, hey, man, you got to let them streets go, man. Man, it ain't nothing in them streets, man. I'm telling you this now, man, because I don't want you to get locked up, man, or worse, be in the cemetery, man. Somebody usually comes to you. You ignore that. And even if no one did come to you, you have seen through social media, television shows, movies, you have heard friends talk about their stories, and they have let you know how difficult it is to be a single mom. You have no excuses. You chose to be a single parent, like it or not.
That I wasn't getting from the government, nobody. So what do y'all expect us to do? The fathers are blatantly telling us that they're not going to do nothing. First and foremost, let's hold the deadbeat fathers accountable first before we try to bash a mother who has her back.
How the hell can you hold the deadbeat father accountable first when it was you who decided to lay on your back? Okay? I mean, it takes two of y'all to do this stuff, man. If he's a deadbeat father, then you're a deadbeat mother. Both of y'all are not acceptable. I mean, just because he's not taking care of the kid doesn't make you a better mother. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what they want to push it like. He ain't trying to help. So all of a sudden she's on a pedestal because he's not trying to help. If there have been so many stories of men who have tried to see their children and the mother have prevented them from doing so. So what does that make them? Because he's not being a deadbeat. Is she still on the pedestal?
Who has her back against the wall? A lot of us right now have our back against the wall, and we should not be judging. Especially if you're a mother who got kids, more than 2. You should never judge a mother for her actions when it comes to her thinking and believing that placing her kids in the care of someone else. Yeah, we know CPS and all this have their faults. But what's the alternative? It's not like our government and our world and our cities is giving us an alternative option.
That's a lie. All these years, many years, you have ran around saying, my body, my choice. That's what you've been saying. It was your body and you chose to get pregnant. Or if you didn't, you chose to expose yourself to the possibility of becoming pregnant. Okay? This woman has blamed everybody on this video except herself. She hasn't said one thing about her at all. She don't blame friends, family, CPS, hell, Joe Biden, because she said the government. You know what I'm saying? She said, you judgmental. The reason why she's saying judgmental, stop being judgmental, is because when you do that, it makes her feel shame. That's what it is. Women don't like to feel shame. They don't like to be exposed for bad behavior. Every time you look at her wrong, or you don't even got to say nothing to her, she feels it. She feels ashamed. And then at the same time, she's mad because she knows that's not how it's supposed to be. And she put herself in that situation. So she can blame everybody. This is a 3-minute clip right here. And she don't blame everybody. Not one moment has she took 1 ounce of accountability for what she did. Not once. And the other woman from the first clip, same thing. Lack of self-responsibility. And this is why y'all suffer and why y'all going to continue to suffer, because you want to blame everybody for your decision.
The world in our cities is giving us an alternative option. Actually, in fact, they telling us when we get pregnant, we cannot go for abortion if we so choose.
Or the convenience of deleting your children is something else. It comes easy for the American black woman, doesn't it? That's your cop out. That's your way out, right? Damn shame, bro. Well, anyway, I'll talk to you later. You have a good one now. You hear? Well, my screen is froze. You probably can still see me. If you can, that's cool. There it is. You have to bear with me as I. There it is. All right. As I said, I'll talk to you.